and gentlemen, please take your seats. I now request the Vice Chancellor, Professor Sundar Ramaswamy, to declare the convocation open. Thank you, sir. Now we invoke the blessings of Almighty with an invocation song. I request you all to rise for the invocation song to be sung by Ms. Sudha, the student of PGP 2018-20 and a member of the music club.
Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityormamritam gamaya. Om Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityormamritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you, Sudha. You may please sit. I request the Vice Chancellor to welcome the Chief Guest, Dr. Harsh Kumar Banwala, Chairman NABARD, with a bouquet. I request Professor V. Anantha Nageshwaran, the Dean of IFMR Graduate School of Business, Krea University, to deliver welcome address and present the annual report. Sir.
Okay. Yeah. Dr. Harsh Kumar Banwala, Chairman NABARD, the Chief Guest of the day. Dr. Sundar Ramaswamy, Vice Chancellor, graduates, graduands, parents, dignitaries, faculty, and staff colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of the Board of Governors, faculty, staff, and students, I welcome you all to this solemn convocation ceremony 2019 of IFMR Graduate School of Business. I'm glad and proud to have an eminent corporate leader amongst us, Dr. Harsh Kumar Banwala, Chairman NABARD, as the chief guest of the evening. He will deliver the convocation address. Friends, it is my privilege to present a brief report on the academic affairs of IFMR GSB on this occasion. IFMR has an impressive and long record of contributing to the expansion and enrichment of the knowledge base in the financial services industry. While applied research and executive education activities flourished, since its inception in 1970, IFMR launched its flagship 2-year full-time postgraduate diploma in management in the year 2000. It's embarking on a new phase now. From the batch of 2017-19, IFMR Graduate School of Business offers a 2-year postgraduate Masters in Business Administration degree under the auspices of the Krea University. Krea University, promoted by the IFMR Society, aims to provide liberal arts education to high potential individuals like you so that they would learn to create positive and catalytic impact in a dynamic and diverse world. World over, universities offering business and management education are asking hard questions of the purpose of their MBA programs. Krea University's liberal arts education provides the answer. MBA graduates must be competent in functional areas, must be decisive, effective managers and leaders, and with a strong moral compass and a firm sense of purpose. IFMR Graduate School of Business will continue to retain its strong core competence and competitive edge in finance, and in particular, catering to banking, financial services, and insurance sectors. At the same time, Krea University's liberal arts education will provide a strong liberal arts and ethical foundation to build a host of functional and behavioral competencies. In a sense, this is a big change with a strong continuity. Signaling this important shift to the world, IFMR Business School had decided to rebrand itself last year. Henceforth, it will be IFMR Graduate School of Business at Krea University. IFMR Graduate School of Business at Krea University aims to provide top quality management education that prepares students like you to be ethically grounded, highly skilled in integrated reasoning, and eventually be effective leaders of enterprises. I will now share with you some of the activities of the IFMR Graduate School of Business. We have a 2-year full-time postgraduate program in management leading to MBA degree and a doctoral program. Recently, we have also launched a 3-year executive MBA program exclusively for Larsen & Toubro professionals on 23rd of April 2019 with a class size of 45 under the leadership of Professor Vijayalakshmi. And I would like to thank Larsen & Toubro for giving us this opportunity to contribute to the growth of their executives and their performances. Rigorous admission process, including the return exam and personal interviews, were conducted to select quality students. The 3-year program consists of 14 core courses, 10 electives, and a master's dissertation. Now, I have some words to share about the doctoral program at IFMR Graduate School of Business. During the academic year 2018-19, 5 of our PhD students have submitted their thesis to the University of Madras, have successfully completed the public viva, and they have become eligible for the award of the PhD degree. I'm extremely happy to share that 3 of them have joined academia, 2 have taken up corporate jobs. Several doctoral level courses were also introduced last year in the program. And we received a good number of quality applications from PhD aspirants across the country, and we admitted 6 students in June 2018. And as we speak, the selection process for the new batch of June 2019 is underway. Then we have the postgraduate certificate program in business analytics and big data. The second batch of the 9-month weekend postgraduate certificate program in business analytics and big data, in association with IBM, is running successfully under the leadership of Professor G.R. Chandrasekhar. The data sciences department has imparted corporate training for various clients like Larsen & Toubro, Apollo Tyres, AstraZeneca, etc., and also consulting for clients like Apollo Tyres, FL Smith, etc. The department is currently doing a research project for the Land Use Division of Tamil Nadu Planning Commission. Next, we talk about the management development programs. As you know, the IFMR Graduate School of Business conducts MDP or management development programs regularly. In the last year, more than 50 programs were conducted and 900 corporate executives from across the corporate sector were trained. I'm also happy to share with you that the MDP program will develop along 3 verticals. One's company executive focus programs like business to individuals or B2C training for professionals in management, and technology platform-based courses. Now finally, we come to the flagship program, which is the postgraduate program in management. 239 students joined the 2-year residential full-time postgraduate program in management in June 2017, and they are graduating today. A total of 25 core courses in the first year and 69 electives were offered in the second year. Students choose their electives from a variety of course offerings taught by the full-time faculty, adjunct faculty, and visiting faculty from various business schools and corporates. Our students in the course of last year have also had the opportunity to interact with several corporate leaders, Mr. Chandra Mogan of Hatsun Dairy, Irshad Mecca of Farida Shoes, a scientist working on top-grade missile technology, Dr. Venugopal, and Mr. Sudhanshu Mani, who launched the Train 18, renamed Vande Bharat Express. In recent years, the postgraduate program has been enriched with the introduction of new elective courses, such as Essentials of Marketing Analytics, Impact Evaluation Methods for Business Decisions, Modeling Randomness in Financial Markets, and also HR Analytics. A 3-credit capstone business simulation course will be offered to the returning first-year students to give them hands-on experience in dealing with business decisions scenarios. Our Corporate Relations and Career Services Department is the nerve center for building and nurturing long-term collaboration between the Graduate School of Business and the corporate world, bringing career opportunities to the full-time students like yourself. The Career Services Division has been actively engaged in corporate outreach, conducting activities and bringing them to the campus to recruit. Internally, we provide soft skills training to all students, helping them hone their skills and get ready for their careers. About 60 companies have made offers to the batch, which include 20 new companies who have come for the first time to the campus. We are also happy to share with you that Rural Electric Corporation Limited, a Navaratna public sector undertaking, made the highest offer of rupees 18.8 lakhs for 2 students. Time for some applause, please. Thank you. We also strengthened our relationship with corporates like Deloitte, JP Morgan, etc., not only who took more students, but also they provided our students better roles and compensation. In all, the 239 students here have been placed with an average CTC of 8.7 lakhs and the median salary of 8.5 lakhs. All the 187, thank you. All the 187 students of the current first year batch were also offered summer internships with several reputed companies. A dedicated 12-member student placement committee worked very closely with the placement office in reaching out to new companies. Yes, that deserves an applause. Reaching out to new companies for several engagement activities, resulting in quality placement opportunities for the entire batch. Several Sri City companies were approached to provide live projects for our students. Rising Star provided opportunity for 2 human resource students to meet the women employees. Isuzu invited our students for the New Year Day celebrations, and 1 PhD student used the opportunity provided to meet and interview expats based in Sri City for her thesis on cultural intelligence. Now, I come to our students' achievements, a source of pride for them and for us at the Graduate School of Business. Our students have not only excelled in their academics, bagged good placement opportunities, but they also have participated in various business school competitions and won quite a number of prizes. I mentioned some of them here. Udit Agarwal of the 2017-19 batch has won the HULT Thomas Scholarship for the academic year 2018-19. Komal Goel has won the Business Line on Campus K-Bay Summer Internship Project Contest. And Mind the Market, Find the Target intra-college event. This 3-round event focused on awareness of current marketing, networking and communication and branding and advertisement. Mark Shastra, an inter-collegiate event. Some of our students submitted articles on specified topics and selected articles were published in Markaholic. Then there is Vipanan as a part of Abhyudaya intercollegiate event. The event focused on branding and selling skills, marketing strategy, problem solving, based on a real-life case study of a startup based in Chennai. With the varied learning experience and exposure provided to our students, I am confident that they will excel in their career and contribute to the growth and well-being of their employers. I wish them good luck in their future endeavors. Our alumni now, we turn to our alumni. I'm very glad to report to you that they are also doing quite well. Some of the notable achievements are Ms. Juhi Singh, IFMR PGDM class of 2010. She was honored with the 100 Most Influential Global Youth Marketing Professional Award by Zoom TV and Global Youth Marketing Congress 2019. Mr. Sairam Balasubramani, PGDM class of 2017, won the first prize for his business idea and plan in the Startupedia 19 business plan pitch. Our faculty this year have worked extensively on various activities assignments such as teaching of the MBA program, directing MDPs, guiding PhD students, and also revamping the curriculum and research publications and conference presentations. I am happy to announce that Professor R. Satyanarayanan has received the Best Professor Award in the marketing area at the 11th DNA Innovative Education Leadership Awards function held in Mumbai in February this year. Now I turn to the journal publications. IFMR Graduate School of Business is one of the few business schools in the country that has a tri-annual peer-reviewed academic journal, the Journal of Emerging Market Finance. This journal covers the theory and practice of economics and finance in emerging markets. It was established in 2002 and is published by Sage Publications. A few years back, this journal was promoted to the B category from C grade in the Australian Business Deans Council Journal Quality List, and this is one of the only 3 Indian journals ranked in the B category. And we were able to maintain the same category last year as well. Turning to research by our faculty members are engaged in research works in various areas which have resulted in a publication of many papers. A total of 26 research papers were published by our faculty members, and most of them in category B, and 2 of them were in A category journals. Conference papers presented by our faculty members. Professor Praveen Bhagwan and Professor Jyoti Prasad Mukhopadhyaya presented a paper on corporate social responsibility at the 3rd International Conference on Financial Markets and Corporate Finance at IIT Kanpur, and the paper received the 2nd Best Research Paper Award in the Corporate Finance track. Both of them presented the paper also in Milan, Italy, and also at the Macquarie University, Sydney. Nice places to visit, of course. Professor Arindam Das's paper, Manufacturing Value Networks of Multinationals, How Digital Technologies Are Reshaping the Relationships Embedded in the OLI Paradigm, has been accepted in the competitive section of Academy of International Business Annual Conference at Copenhagen. During the year, your Graduate School of Business also welcomed 2 new faculty members, Professor N. Chandrasekharan and Professor Samir Ranjan, in the operations and finance areas, respectively. Finally, the Graduate School of Business is very sensitive to social responsibilities. Especially, I commend our students for their very highly developed and honed social consciousness. Our students organized an event, the Lakshmi Bal Mahotsav, in the memory of late Lakshmi Iyer, who was a student in 2009. She loved kids and liked to do social service. Children and families of support staff were hosted and treated as guests for the full day on campus this year by our students. Thus, this was an applause. The student committee, Samarthan, also came up with the initiative awarding scholarships to the most meritorious student in the school where they teach, in the memory of Saurav Rakshit, a student who passed away in an accident in 2018. So, my dear students, faculty, distinguished chief guest, vice chancellor, parents, and other guests, I, on behalf of the Board of Governors, faculty, staff, and on my personal behalf, congratulate the students who are being conferred the MBA degree this evening. I wish them all a very bright future and a meaningful career and life ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Sundar Ramaswamy, Vice Chancellor, Krea University, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Janaki. Good evening, Dr. Banwala, Dean Anant, faculty and staff, guests, and most of all, the graduating students of today. What a special day indeed. A convocation is a very special day, and it also allows us to give a series of thanks before I get into my opening remarks or welcome remarks. My first thanks is to the faculty. You heard their accomplishments from the Dean, but I wanted to thank them for their dedicated hard work, both in terms of teaching and in terms of their scholarship, but also guidance of all the students who are graduating today. The families who have come from all over India, first of all, sending your students to be with us, but more importantly, today sharing the day with you. And most importantly, maybe the staff. And in this particular case, there have been a number of people in the staff who have made today possible, whether it's the smallest details or the largest details. And of course, those who have been in multiple convocations will agree that this is actually the coolest tent we have ever had. And so thank you for all of us for making that possible. So I want to leave you with a few remarks as you're getting on from here, from IFMR Graduate School of Business, onto the real world, so to speak. But it'll be remiss of me if I didn't acknowledge that there are many firsts associated with today. This is the first class that is getting an MBA. Up till now, we were giving PGDMs. It is also the first graduating class from a newly rebranded IFMR GSB as part of Krea University. So a number of firsts to recognize for your batch. So here are my comments as I've thought about graduation over many, many years, and here are some comments I would like to share with you. Every one of you graduating, and in fact every human being on this planet, is endowed with the following three things: will, imagination, and thought. The acronym I like to use is WIT, W-I-T. What your faculty, what your family, what your friends have done over the years, and especially in the last couple of years, is to provide a nurturing environment, and will continue to do so as you try and harness these three forces of will, imagination, and thought, hopefully in the most meaningful and positive way. You've all achieved a lot, as we heard from the Dean, and I'm sure you'll go on to achieve more in the real world in terms of accolades and recognitions. You worked hard, you worked smart, and you deserve the various kudos. But if I were to leave you with a few specific pieces of advice from my own life, as a professor, as a teacher, as an educator, and observing students over many decades, here it is. John Lennon, the famous Beatle musician, said, "Life is what happens to you when you're busy making other plans." So be thoughtful and be mindful in how you go on from IFMR onto the world. Have fun in whatever you do. I really mean it. Be generous with your time, with your attention, with your resources. In fact, the noted Buddhist philosopher Thich Nhat Hanh said, "The most precious gift we can offer others is our presence and our attention." Have convictions, but also be open-minded to all sorts of influences and ideas, including learning to separate the good from the bad. Whatever you end up pursuing and doing, make a difference, however small or big. In short, dare to dream. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of your dreams. And cultivation of the imagination is essential to fostering creativity and innovation. It was none other than Albert Einstein who said, Your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions. Money, and you do come from IFMR, money is important, but never equate net worth with self-worth. After all, as Gandhi so wisely observed, there is enough in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. It is important to be happy and pursue happiness. This is something you've heard about since childhood. But I also think it's important to pursue a life with meaning. Happiness does not come from getting what you want, it comes from wanting what you have. Success, like happiness, cannot be pursued. It must ensue as the unintended byproduct of one's personal dedication to a cause greater than yourself. And we should finally burn that poster that says, "He who dies with the most toys wins." The truth is closer to the old Italian proverb which says, at the end of the game of chess, the king and the pawn go back in the very same box. If we are going to be successful, we need to create communities. We need to create a community that is as successful as the community of IFMR provided for you the last couple of years, that allows us to risk and fall in order to succeed. As you continue on, you'll realize that it's not what happens to you that often matters. It's what you do with what happens to you that matters. Sometimes we need to give someone else a hand just to reach that point. As you leave this wonderful IFMR community, remember that you are sometimes responsible for creating the community around you, bringing others into its greatness. We live in a world filled with incredible choices, and those choices will only expand as you grow older and as technology widens. There will be many choices before you, some over which you will anguish, some choices will choose you. How you face these choices, these turns in the road, with what kind of attitude, more than the choice themselves, is often what will define the context of your life. So I'd like to conclude by reciting a well-known passage that all of us, I think, should learn when we are in school from Rabindranath Tagore from Gitanjali. It is a passage that I think I've thought a lot about over the years, and it remains as relevant for educators and citizens today as it did at the time of Tagore's writing. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depths of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that land of freedom, my Father, let my people awake. So graduates, go ahead and make the future your own. If you do not remember anything else from this talk, then simply remember my acronym at the start of the talk. WIT, Will, Imagination, and Thought. In short, as you graduate and go on, continue to have your wits about you. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. We now begin conferring the degrees to postgraduate program students. I request all of you not to applaud and clap for each student, but to do so at the end of the completion of conferring the degrees to all the students. I request Professor M. Nagarani, the chairperson of Postgraduate Program in Management, to present the students for the award of the degree in Master of Business Administration and the gold medals. Professor Nagarani, please.
Good evening to all of you. I request all the graduating students of the 2-year full-time postgraduate program in management, batch 2017-19, to please raise. The students now will individually receive their degree in Master of Business Administration from the chief guest. I request the chief guest to present the degrees to the PGP graduates and request the Vice Chancellor and the Dean to join them. Okay. Arushi Saxena. Abhimata. Abhijit Srivatsava. Abhimanyu Mahajan. Abhishek Natmalji Rati. Aditya Ranjit. Aishwarya Ranjan. Akshaya C. Akshaya SG. Anchal Sahu. Anjali Dasila. Anjana Venkatesh. Ankita Bhargava. Anu Amrut. Anubhav Gupta. Anvesha Mitra. Aritra Saha. Arpit Parmar. Arun Vignesh Shanmugasundaram. Arvind Ahuja. I'm reading. Ashwin Monpur. Ashwin Kumar Venkatraman. Avantika D. Avik Mandal. Ayushi Agarwal. Bhargav Hotur. Bhavik Vadaria, Chaitanya Kumar, Chaitali Sundrial, Chaitan Khomani, Daljit Singh, Devi Rajendran, Dipayan Sengupta, Dipu Thomas Raju, Divanshu Hansal, Girish Kumar, Girish Muralidhar, Govindarajan ANR, Harsh Gupta, Harsh Melani, Harsha Sai Sri Vishwanatha, Harshita Tadapalli, Jageshwar Prasad Tripathi, Janvi, Jashwanti A, Jayalakshmi, Jayant Kumar, Jayant Kumar, Kabyayan Roy, Kajol Kumari, Kalyan Shruti Vempati, Karpagavalli C, Kartigeyan S, Kartik Jain, Kirtana Subramanian, Kemant Gupta, Khushboo Sinha, Komal, Kshitij Kandelwal, Lashron Rayan, Lavanya Raghunathan. She is also the recipient for the scholarship for having the 4th rank in the class. Lubna, Mahati, Mahesh Sharma, Mahipal Raj Purohit, Maitreyi, Manish, Mithilesh Sanjeeva Shetty, Mohit Aharwal, Mridul Pandey, Mridul Dilip Sharlekar, Namita Ravi, Namrata Sharma, Nandita Lakshmi B. She also shares the scholarship for the 4th rank in the class. Naresh Kumar A. Naveen Kumar A. Navish Paladugu, Naeem Ahmed Shakir, Nirmal Raj Venkatesan, Nishi Saxena, Nitin Raj, D. Nomita. She is also the recipient of the scholarship of the 4th rank in the class. Padmanabham Satyahari. Paras Kamra. Parul Singh. Kannukadan Flamin Jose. Pooja Anil Kumar Menon. Poru Srivatsava. Prabhat Singh. Prabjot Kaur. Pragya. Pranita. Prashant Reddy. Pratik Suresh. Pratyush Manna. Pratyush Reddy. Pravisha Nigam. Purva. Rahul Kumar. Rajalakshmi. Rajat Gupta. Rajshri. Rakesh Ranjan. Raman Bora. Rashik Gupta. Ratya Angeline. Renuka Rajendran. Reema Chandra. Riya Chandra. Romi Adarsh, Roshil Ashok Kumar, Roshni A, Vishal Chandra, Sabha Khan, Sachidanand Tillai Selvan, Sagar Shirish Patel, A.B. Sai Pavan, Nagabandi Sai Krishna, Sakshi, Samarpita Sengupta, Sandeep Yadav, Sankalp Sharma, Satya Bhargav Sai Malareddy, Shayantan Das, Shayantan Sinha, Season Matthew Tirutadil George, Shanya Rastoji, Shimanto Chatterjee, Shiv Narayan Pandey, Shivangi Gupta, Shreyan Setia, Shreyas Lakani, Shubham Jain, Siddharth Rajesh Kotari, Sidra Jalal, Sneh Jain, Sneha Jelani, Soman Nandi, Soumyadeep Banerjee, Shramana Day, Srinath Navaneedan, Shrinish S, Shinita Saundar, Sriram Srinivasan Ramakrishnan, Subbalakshmi, Sudeshna Chaudhary, Sudhir Daniel, Sukhmani Kohli, Sumit Mehta, Supraja Reddy, Swapnil Rajesh, Swarna Lakshmi MV, Swarnendu Biswas, Swati Srivatsava, Syed Tabriz, Mukku Trinath Sai Krishna, Vaibhav Arora, Vaishali VP, Vaidishwaran Subramaniam, Valliyammai Radhakrishnan, Venkatachalam Chokalingam, Vidhi Rohit Parekh, Vignesh Gopalakrishnan, Vignesh Venkatraman, Vishal Somani, Vishalini Karunanidhi, Vishnu Gopal, Vishwarupa, Vivek Kumar Singh, Yashashwini Sisodia, Yashna Chachra, Yogesh Devrale, Shamil Yu, Gokul Maheshwari, her name is not. She's not. Her Subhisetti Sadhana, it's not here. Aviraj Gupta, Ankit Kumar, Shraddha Mittal. You can see. We can all give applause. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present Ms. Arushi Saxena and 238 others who have successfully completed the prescribed course of studies and fulfilled all other requirements. Hence, I request the Vice Chancellor, Krea University, to confer the degree in Master of Business Administration to these students, of whom 174 are present and 65 will be receiving the degree in absentia. May I now request the Vice Chancellor to confer the degree on our graduating students.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Krea University, I confer on you the 2-year full-time degree in Master of Business Administration, and I charge that by thought, word, and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it.
I request all the graduating students to stand up and take the pledge. I do hereby pledge that I shall, in thought, word, and deed, endeavor to be worthy of the Master of Business Administration degree conferred on me by the IFMR Graduate School of Business, Krea University. You can sit down. I now request the Chief Guest to present the gold medals to the PGB graduates and request the Vice Chancellor and the Dean to join him. The CM Kotari Gold Medal for obtaining the first rank has been awarded to Kabyayan Roy. He also get a scholarship of rupees 2 lakhs. The A. Shivasailam Gold Medal for obtaining the second rank has been awarded to Prabjot Kaur. She also get a scholarship of 1 lakh rupees. The AMM Arunachalam Gold Medal for obtaining the third rank has been awarded to Subhi Setti Sadhana. She also gets a scholarship for rupees 1 lakh. The H.T. Parekh Gold Medal for the best all-round performance has been awarded to Snehi Jain.
Thank you, ma'am. We now move on to recognizing distinguished alumnus. I request Professor Nagarani to present the awardees.
My honor to present the distinguished alumni to the Chief Guest, the Dean and the Vice Chancellor, and Mr. H. Ramchandran will be getting the Distinguished Alumni Award for the Pastime Program. I would read a brief profile about him. He is a Chief Financial Officer at Hudson Agro Product Limited, Chennai. Mr. H. Ramachandran graduated from IFMR with a specialization in finance in 2002. He is a chartered management accountant and a qualified company secretary. In his illustrious professional career spanning over 27 years, he has worked for Rane Engine Valves, Arriva T&D India Limited and Bay Forge Limited. In his current role as the Chief Financial Officer of Hudson Agro, the largest private sector diversified dairy company in India with a market cap of more than 1,100 crores, Mr. Ramchandran's major responsibilities include treasury management, finalization of accounts, direct and indirect taxation, costing, secretarial matters, and information technology. Some of the specific areas in treasury that have been handled by him are fundraising through long and short-term loans, including ECB, commercial papers, and equity infusion through rights issue. He has also led implementation of IMS UPI payment system for 2,500 plus instances with complete automation, SAP implementation, and GST implementation. Mr. H. Ramchandran. The Distinguished Alumnus Award for the OUBS program is awarded to Mr. Rajaram Venkatraman, CEO, Navya Insights, and Beltech Technology Business Incubator, Chennai. Mr. Rajaram Venkatraman graduated from IFMR in 2004, a computer scientist by qualification. He has more than 3 decades of experience working in various leadership and business and technology roles in several large organizations. Through his consulting firm, Navya Insights, he has been able to evangelize digital transformation and systemic innovation in organizations. At Beltech Technology Business Incubator, which is supported by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, he has been instrumental in incubating startups in digital services, smart cities, clean technology, etc. He is also the convener and head of FICCI Technology Panel Tamil Nadu, president of Software Process Improvement Network Chennai, and advisory board member of Cyber Security and Privacy Foundation Singapore. He has delivered invited lectures in international and national conferences, authored papers and book chapters in the areas of digital transformation, smart cities, smart governance, and cyber security. Early this year, he was conferred 51 Most Impactful Smart City Leader Award at the World CSR Congress. Mr. Rajaram Venkatraman. The Distinguished Alumna Award for the full-time PGDM program is awarded to Ms. Juhi Singh, Digital Evangelist at the MD and CEO's Office, Marico Limited, Mumbai. Ms. Juhi Singh graduated from IFMR with a marketing specialization in 2010. Over past 9 years, she has acquired diverse experience and top recognition as a digital consumer marketing and strategy professional with immense exposure in consumer insights, analytics, campaign strategy, user experience, brand building, and loyalty management. She manifests best of the both worlds with deep expertise across online, digital, new age methodologies along with expertise in traditional methodologies. She has worked with dynamic brands like GeoCommerce, Myntra Jabong, and Eduvis. In her current role as digital evangelist and transformation strategist in the CEO and MD's office at Marico Limited, she is responsible for developing organizational-wide digital capacity and driving strategic cross-functional digitalization projects with Marico's leadership team. Ms. Singh is a published author and winner of several national and international awards in various professional forums. Early this year, she received the most influential Global Youth Marketing Professional from Zoom TV and Global Youth Marketing Congress. Last year, she was recognized as one of the top 20 most influential market research professionals in the country at the World Marketing Congress. She also received Myntra Fashion Report Award at India Fashion Forum last year. Ms. Juhi Singh.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Person Lakshmi Kumar to present PhD scholars for the award of memento.
Five students have completed the public viva and will be granted the doctoral degree by Madras University. I request them to come, to all of them to rise. Dr. Lakshmi Padmakumari. Dr. Lakshmi Vishwanathan. Dr. Munir Sheikh. Dr. Parthajit Kayal. Dr. Santosh Das.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. V. Ananta Nageshwar, our Dean, to introduce the chief guest and invite him to deliver the convocation address.
Ladies and gentlemen, my dear students, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Harshkumar Banwala to this Convocation 2019. And it is my pleasure to introduce him to you. Dr. Harshkumar Banwala is the chairman of National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD, since December 18, 2013. He is a postgraduate in management from IIM Ahmedabad and holds a PhD in management as well. He has been awarded honorary doctorate in science by Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, and the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Central Institute of Fisheries Education, Mumbai. Dr. Banwala has consistently espoused the cause of enhancing farmers' incomes through creation of agri and irrigation infrastructure. He introduced the project approach to funding of irrigation and dairy infrastructure through long-term irrigation fund and dairy infrastructure development fund respectively. Over the last 5 years, under his stewardship, the assets of NABARD have gone up from rupees 2,32,760 crores to rupees 4,87,500 crores. Under his guidance, NABARD conceived, designed, and conducted the NABARD All India Rural Financial Inclusion Survey 2016-17, first of its kind survey in the country, touching all aspects related to financial inclusion in a comprehensive manner. The survey covered livelihood as well as other important financial aspects of over 40,000 sample agriculture and non-agriculture rural households in over 245 districts. Under his leadership, NABARD received accreditation as National Implementing Entity by the Adaptation Fund Board and Green Climate Fund of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Dr. Banwala guides many national level institutions as a member of their boards. The major ones include the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, Institute of Rural Management Anand, Indian Institute of Management Rohtak, Small Farmers Agri-Business Consortium, National Cooperative Development Corporation, National Institute of Bank Management. Prior to joining NABARD, he was chairman cum managing director of India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited, a national level Government of India promoted development finance institution focused on infrastructure finance. It is also a matter of personal pleasure to me that I was his classmate in IIM Ahmedabad. On your behalf, I now invite Dr. Harshkumar Banwala to deliver the convocation address.
Good evening, friends. First of all, Dr. Ramaswamy, Dr. Anand, faculty of university, graduating students, including the PhD students, parents, press, and all other colleagues who are present as guests today. Three things struck me today when I was giving the degrees. One is, any person comes for the first time is very happy, confident. And that's a strength to be realized in any organization. Wherever people join, they come with a lot of expectations. So those organizations who can nurture and build this up become successful for all times to come. Another thing which struck me was my batch also had 3 Harshas. Harsha Bogle, Harsh Lal, and the smaller Harsh, myself. Today's batch also had 3 Harshas. Incidentally, one Harshita as well. I think quite a bit of similarity, and quite a bit of similarity to the emotions which you all carried. Way back in April of 1985, Anant and me, we carried similar emotions. Our parents were full of joy. We were very confident. Looking forward to change the world, business way. I mean, the kind of expectations when you go out as if I'll transform organizations. That's a bit of a challenge, because the moment you go out and start working at a junior level in an organization, you have the first fall. This is where I am, what I thought. I'm doing routine, mundane jobs. I was meant for something else. I was to change organizations. So, my first lesson to you is, first, de-learn what you've learned and start relearning for your future jobs. That's the first lesson which I would certainly love to give you. You'll have lots of opportunities in your life and a lot of challenges for yourself, organizations, and the society at large. And to me, when I look at past more than 30 years of my career, I see them as 2 sides of the same coin. So don't look at challenges as fatiguing you, draining you. There's a brighter side of challenges. You are stuck in a situation and you come out victorious. You realize great thing has been achieved. The world acknowledges you. We had 3 alumnus from here who've done very well, well recognized. They would have also had similar situations in their life. So, make a chart for yourself for future, but don't live in it all the time. Each moment has to be lived, because challenges and opportunities don't remain the same all through the life. Sometimes you feel, I'm done away. Suddenly the next moment says, yes, I'm up. So keep this inquisitiveness to grow, to live, to contribute always with you. That's my first lesson from my side. Belonging to NABARD, I would certainly love to share some of the things, because you're going to go to the real world. And real India today is what lives in rural India today. So some of the things which are highlights of today's rural India would certainly be of some importance to you, and would certainly help you in calibrating your own ways, how to do business, how to live, how to take forward rural India with you. If you look at rural India, it is the largest geographical area today, largest population as well, nearly 70%, also largest resources, air, water, soil, everything is there in rural area today. If you look at the contributions with rural India makes to India's GDP, it comes to not a very significant number now. It's around 15%. But if you look at certain other parameters, you'll find that it's not insignificant. Most of the primary sector, nearly 90% of the income still comes from rural India. and primary sector is the base for secondary and tertiary developments. Nearly 52% of the manufacturing in India today comes from rural India. That will be a surprise for you. You have Sri City here, manufacturing base, but still 52% of India's rural GDP, overall GDP comes from rural India. If you look at the rural transport, if you look at construction, nearly 50% of the total value addition happens in rural India even now, rural roads. So there is a huge potential for rural areas, coming from rural areas and for rural areas as well. One leading, and most of the leading FMCG companies always say that 45 to 50% of their sales come from rural India, and which requires very innovative approaches for marketing as well as for financial deliveries. Now, once you talk about these overall figures, then one thing which is very striking is that the rural India, including the agriculture in rural areas, is also compositionally quite shifting over the years. The picture has been significantly changing. We were a country which was dependent on external food aid when we were independent. So we not only achieved food security by producing more than 260 million tons of food, we also have started exporting significant amount of our food articles. Second wave, we talked about white revolution, talked about green revolution. Green came first, white, and then blue, fisheries revolution. And now we are seeing a horticultural revolution in the country. For the first time, the horticulture produce of the country is almost 270 million tons, which is higher than the cereal production of the country, which is very, very significant. And if you start looking at commodity-wise, you will find many firsts to India's credit. When this is happening, what compositional shift in terms of management graduates we should think about? There is large number of opportunities for processing this sector. Infrastructure sector requirement in terms of warehouses, logistics chains is going to be phenomenal. In terms of increased product life, in terms of diversified product requirements, in terms of food security, we still have large number of malnourished people in rural areas. We still have nutritional deficiency, particularly in women. This all offers opportunities in terms of what new can be done. And let me say that you have huge areas to go in terms of financial architecture in rural areas, micro infrastructure in rural areas, and suitable and affordable financial and leasing solutions for small and marginal farmers. You know, you'll be surprised, we are unlike other countries. We have started producing more. We started producing for the world. But most of this production comes from 85% of our total farmers are small and marginal farmers. So you can't have large-scale financial and leasing solutions for them. You require Uberization of farm mechanization implements. We are seeing in some of the rural areas, particularly the hilly states, where the people go for armed forces, most of the agriculture is done by women. They can't do the routine drudgery like men. So you require automation. So this opens a lot of scope for startup potentialities for you all. Some of you would have certainly dreams of becoming startups. Unlike me, I was from a middle class. Job was more important for me. Some of you would be certainly like me, but some who can have a little incubation in them and wait for returns which are higher. So I would certainly share some of the startups which have been dominating the agriculture scene of late, and in the areas which are quite similar to what I told you. Look at seeds. No, climate and disease risks, climate enhancement, and temperatures rising. So lots of newer kind of diseases and varieties are coming up. So how do you deliver seeds in the form to the small and marginal farmers, whether you would require tissue culture or some other culture to deliver the same kind of plantations which are disease-free and which produce higher, is going to be a huge opportunity for you. I've seen number of companies, at least 2 or 3 of them, Jan Irrigation Fellows, when their MD and all came and met me, the entire banana revolution in Tamil Nadu which is happening, Theni around areas, is all because of tissue cultured seed delivery by them. Similarly for water, I think we have to focus on irrigation efficiency in the times to come. So drip technology, hardware around, how do you deliver sprinkler, drip in a very efficient manner for small and marginal farmer is going to be a challenge for you. Can you have leasing models around this to deliver it to them? Similarly, you have low cost irrigation controllers. Flybird is one recent startup which has come up. For farm mechanization, like you call Uberization of tractors, we have Kamal Kisan, customized equipment for small and marginal farmers. You have O Energy for solar lighting in rural areas. You have Ecogen for cold storage, solar-based micro freezing or micro cooling at the farmer's field, which can be used in the form of logistics also, and which has huge potential for saving the agri-produce in a significant manner, has also come up. You have S4S technology providing fresh produce processing units using solar dried produce. Similarly, you have EM3 for leasing, custom hiring of equipments. Then you have also auction forms, gold forms for lease and operate methodologies in the farming. You have SkyMet to deliver the latest weather requirements for the farmers. You have drones to assess the crop yields, which are very much required for the crop insurance and other industry. I think I have named some of them. So there is a huge potential compositional shift happening in the agriculture and rural areas of the country. The health models require huge challenges. Ayushman Bharat is 5 lakh per person per household, but the infrastructure required to roll out this holds a lot of potential in rural areas. Similarly, India is getting aspirational. Aren't you all aspirational? So are the farmers, so are the women. They are seeing the IT infrastructure, through IT, through electronic media, they have developed lots of aspirational orientations. To fulfill that, you require to upgrade educational facilities, you are required to upgrade transport facilities, you are required to upgrade health facilities. These are the 3 main sectors which immediately require attention, and I am sitting in IFMR. If I don't talk about upgradation in financial services, I'll be at a folly. If you look at, we recently did a NABARD financial inclusion survey, there was a reference to that, and recent distress in the farming areas, rural areas, as particularly most of the economists have quoted from it quite often. It talks about technology adoption in rural areas, but at a slower pace. Particularly for financial inclusion, card usage is still very low. Although we talk about increased, the moment I am from the government, so we have the statistics with us, how the mobile banking numbers have gone up, volumes have gone up, M-Wallet numbers have gone up. Similarly, your IMPS numbers have gone up, immediate payment service numbers have gone up. But still, if you look at the survey speaks, not more than 2 or 3% people are using cards in rural areas. So a lot of financial literacy requirements, making technology usable with the people in a manner which he finds it very, very competent to use is going to be a challenge for us. I think that's an opportunity for all of us. JAM Trinity that has been created, Jan Dhan accounts, Aadhaar and mobile, often a lot of people have talked about it. This can be used in a significant manner to reduce your operational costs in outreach to rural population. So lots of fintech companies are working around this space, and many of you will have opportunities to join them as well. what's more important for me from the point of view of a development bank is that we have to talk about sustainability of our natural resources as well. While we start consuming whatever is available to us, we are creating a consumer society. And this consumption in rural areas is slowly catching up with the kind of consumption patterns which existed in the urban areas with bit of a lag. I was looking at the figures, NSSO figures, the consumption patterns which existed in 1995 in urban areas were seen in 2005, 2010 in rural areas. So if this kind of thing is happening, so while urban area is moving to premium segments, lot of new marketing strategy would be required for even niche products in rural segments also, because we saw an unleash of sachets, etc., for shampoos, soaps, and different ways to deliver some other products. But premium products would also be requiring some recalibration for consumption enhancement in the rural areas. I think all these are going to be opportunities for you. I've already talked about fulfillment of aspirations of the rural youth. I would no hesitation in saying that aspirations in rural youth is rising at a fast pace, hastened due to IT and growing outreach of electronic media. While aspirations are rising, there exist several gaps, and these gaps include knowledge gap. And FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, which is UN body, has identified following challenges for re-engaging youth in rural areas. Youth's insufficient access to knowledge, information and education, limited access to land, inadequate access to financial services, as also limited access to markets. If we are able to bridge this gap through various products and services, we would be building a new India. That's what is being talked about, in which not only the urban India participates, but there is an equal participation by Bharat or the rural India. With this, I would certainly talk about last thing in agriculture, which I feel is going to be future. Secondary agriculture is what is going to be the next wave of agriculture in India. What is the secondary agriculture? Secondary agriculture is defined as productive activity at enterprise level. I am saying micro level. At enterprise level, that utilizes as raw material of the primary product. All the raw material, milk, fisheries, is processed again. And also byproducts of agriculture. So there are no wastages. For example, a milk pooling, chilling unit in a village would be secondary agriculture. And secondary agriculture has huge potential for employment generation of rural youth, because we have to shift people from primary agriculture to secondary agriculture now. If we have to improve productivity in rural areas, if you have to double the income of the farmers, if you have to increase the satisfaction levels and reduce the rural distress. Lastly, I would say that, you all want to be successful? On success, lot of notes. Lot of people have nodded their hands. To me, in simple terms, success comes from several factors. It comes from knowledge. It comes from toil. It also comes from patronage at times. People rise very quickly. With luck also. But underlying all these 4 or 5 factors, professional orientation is all the time required to be successful and maintain your success. आपको patronage से मिल भी जाता है, तो उसके बाद भी आपको successful होने के लिए, continuity के लिए require a professional orientation. Now, in the end, I would ask you, is the acquisition of this degree inculcating a professional attitude in you? I am a IIT graduate, I am graduate. Do I become a professional by any means by you? Yes or no? Yes. Today they have received the degrees. You can't say no today at least. I would say there are two things which are important to have the professional orientation, and anybody can have it. A degree is not required for it. From my experience, I feel if you can set your own goals, I can set my own goals. That's the first prerequisite. I define the capacity. That's the first parameter for a professional. Second is, can I on my own work towards this? Without any external discipline, can I work towards this? And if you have these two conditions satisfied, you are a professional. You don't require a degree for this. Even we have had very ordinary citizens without much of an education becoming highly professional persons. I daily do a walk in the morning. In Mumbai, I live in BKC area. MCA, Mumbai Cricket Association, is the place where I go for a walk, almost 1 hour, 1.5 hours every day. And one of the persons who's been regularly walking with me, those who from Mumbai would know, there is a food joint called Shiv Sagar. Shiv Sagar is a brand. They have got 20, 30 outlets across Mumbai. And he was saying, sir, I am not even 8th class pass. He is a promoter. He came and started working in a restaurant like a waiter, some in 85 or 86. And you talk to him, he knows about the industry more than any of us. And he's been able to dedicate goals for him. He tells me, sir, this year I'm going to have 3 new restaurants. BKC, Shiv Sagar, fine, younger people will come, but I also require Butterfly High. He's opened a new restaurant called Butterfly High. People can pay in BKC, sir. He is segmenting the market without going to any business school. So if you can continue your habit of having this capacity to fix goals and capacity to discipline yourself, I think you will remain always on your line to be a professional from my side. This is simple words. If you can acquire this, this will help you. In the end, while coming in the car, I thought, हिंदी में मैं कुछ बोल दूं तो कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं? हमारा देश है तो कुछ हिंदी भी बोली जाए. हालांकि मैं तमिलनाडु में बैठा हूं, मुझे माफ कीजिएगा, लेकिन फिर भी देखिए, अगर आपको सफलता पानी है तो कुछ और के बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए. आपको संभावनाओं का पता होना चाहिए. What is my potential? Where do I go? संभावना एक एपिसोड की ना हो, संपूर्णता की तरफ जाए. होलसम पिक्चर. सफलता, संभावना, संपूर्णता ये तब आती है जब आपके अंदर सुरुचि हो, संकीर्णता ना हो, आपका सामर्थ्य बना रहे, आप सुकर्म करें, सदाचार पर रहें. I think there was a reference to sadachar, ethical governance. Some of the people, some of the recent corporates who have not done so well in life, I need not name them, probably somewhere ethics were not there with them. Even at the best of the corporate houses, best of the otherwise institutions who have otherwise contributed, if they don't know, if they are no longer on the ethical side, they lose out in the long run. And lastly, you're going to join organizations, you're going to work with a lot of people. Sadbhav banai rakhiyega. This will help you. I thank you all, and in particular the Dean and particularly the Vice Chancellor for giving this opportunity to me. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring speech and valuable insights. I request the Vice Chancellor to present a memento to the Chief Guest. Ladies and gentlemen, rise for National Anthem.
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Before we close the convocation ceremony, our Dean has a special announcement. Sir.
I noticed that quite a few of you forgot to move your tassel from the right to the left as you walked, so you are still not therefore graduated. So now we will do that with the tassel ceremony. Those who haven't moved their tassel to the left may slowly move their tassel from the right to the left, and therefore from graduates you become graduates. And now is the time for you to toss your tassel in the air and celebrate your graduation.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I now request the Vice Chancellor to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the annual convocation of the IFMR Graduate School of Business at Krea University closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession will now leave the hall. The dignitaries on the dais shall leave first, and the graduates will follow.